Yes folks, welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for the starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's game in Bosnia against Sarajevo in the Europa League Play-Off. If you want to know more about Sarajevo before the game, you can watch the preview show that I did yesterday. We talk about Sarajevo's domestic form, who the players are that we should watch out for, how much they've changed from the tie that we had against them last season. So you can catch that. I'll link it up in the description of this video if you haven't seen it already. Before we get started with the team for tonight, this video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. If you haven't downloaded it already, here's why you should have. You can get lineup notifications as soon as the teams are announced on game day. That means you can see how much I've got the starting 11 prediction wrong by. You can get goal alerts if you're missing the game or you want to keep tabs on another game. I've got just about every football league in the world, so whether you've got a Kutum on or you just want to keep tabs on it for any other reason, you name the league, they've got it. You can get transfer news, all the Celtic breaking news as soon as it happens. That will come up on your feed because you've selected Celtic as your favourite team. You can get all the Scottish Premiership stats as well, so you can keep tabs on the league table, who the top goal scorers are, who's got the most assists, yellow cards, red cards, you name it, you can find it out on the app. A lot easier using it already and really enjoying it. It's a great app, I've been using it for a while now, so if you want to get involved you can download it by clicking the link in the description of this video. That will take you to the App Store on your phone where you can download the app. It is free and it is the best free football app on the planet. So looking ahead to Thursday's game then, Sarajevo are in decent domestic form. We did beat them 5-2 in aggregate in the Champions League qualifiers last season, as I'm sure you all remember. So it's a game we should win. They're a big physical team. They're good at set pieces. If you remember, we went 1-0 down in the leg over there last season. There was a goal from a corner as well. So I think if we defend well enough and we play anywhere near the level we did at the weekend, we should win the game comfortably, and then we can look forward to the group stages. In goals, I'm going to go with Barkas. There's no doubt that he'll start tomorrow night. I think Neil Lennon has got maybe the easiest team selection he's had for a wee while. There's a few injuries now with Forrest and the likes of Yeti and stuff, so I think it's a relatively simple selection for Neil Lennon. With Barkas in goals, I think we're going to go with a back three. Julian is fit and available. Neil Lennon said it in the press conference today. So I think Julian is going to come back in, take Beaton's place, play on the right hand side of the back three. Shane Duffy in the middle, Christopher Ayer on the left hand side. I think Julian's obviously the only contentious one there. He is just back for that injury that he's had, but in the interest of getting the best back three together and getting them playing as many minutes as possible, if Julian's fit then I think he's got to play. So I think that'll be the back three: Julian, Duffy, Ayer. Right wing back, Jeremy Frimpong, the standout again on Sunday against Hibs. He brings so much attacking energy, he creates so many openings for us as well. So no doubt with Forrest out, looks like Forrest's going to be out for weeks now. Neil Lennon said today he's probably going to miss the Rangers game, so it looks like James Forrest is going to be out for at least the next 3 or 4 weeks. So that's a big opportunity for Frimpong. He's going to have to take on a lot of responsibility, creative responsibility in this team, playing for that right hand side, but we know he's got all the ability to do that. So it'll be Frimpong on the right hand side. On the left hand side at wing back, it will be Greg Taylor, still the only option we've got there. Neil Lennon saying today that he's been saying this for a couple of weeks now, that if he doesn't get another one and he's happy with what he's got, but I think it goes without saying that the club have to get another left back in. We don't have another natural first team left back. We can't go in at the season, we can't play the whole season or the first 6 months of the season to January with just Greg Taylor available as a left wing back. It can't happen. So the club have got to get a left wing back in there in the next 5 or 6 days before that window shuts. It'll be Taylor tomorrow night though. Midfield, Brown, McGregor, that picks itself as well. A better performance for Scott Brown at the weekend, regardless of what any stats might say. Scott Brown played better at the weekend. That doesn't mean that he shouldn't be rested now and then, but he did play better on Sunday, there's no two ways about that. In front of Brown and McGregor, I'm going to go with Ryan Christie. I know a lot of you might want to see Turnbull start. I don't think he'll start in this game. I think there's a chance he'll get a lot of time at the weekend against St Johnstone. I think if Christie's fit, I think he was winded at half time, and they just didn't risk it, so they brought Turnbull on against Hibs. So I think Christie will keep his place. I think Encham will be on the bench. I think the thing we've seen the past few weeks though is the bench is really strong. So if we've got Turnbull, we've got Encham on there, we've got plenty of options in the bench, particularly in that midfield area. But I'm just going to go with Christie to start this one. And I think up top it picks itself. I think El Yunusi, 2-2 for him now. Got the winner against Riga last Thursday and then scored a lovely goal after the through ball beat Turnbull on Sunday as well. So I want to see more of him in that second striker sort of position. If I'm saying it's going to be 3-5-2, if I think Neil Lennon will go 3-5-2, and El Yunusi playing just off Edouard, I want to see more of him. I want to see how he plays in that position. Most of his football for Celtic has came from that left-hand side position, but at Lazio last season in the Olympico, he did play in that sort of second striker role just behind Edouard. I think he was very effective there. So with Ajeti out for a couple of weeks, they hope that he's going to be back for the Rangers game on the 17th of October. So with Ajeti out, I'm excited to see El Yunusi, and hopefully he can keep up this goal scoring for him. And alongside him, as I say, Edouard. Again, he came off the bench on Sunday. He didn't start. It was Ajeti that started. Ajeti got his goal before he came off with a hamstring niggle. So it will be Edouard. Again, a lot of noise about him. I don't really know what I think about it at the minute. I think we're going to hold on to him. We're definitely going to hold on to him. We've been saying all summer we kind of let him go. We definitely kind of let him go in the last 5 or 6 days. I just think he's maybe not in the best of form. I think that's maybe the be all and end all. I don't think it's any more than that. But we know it only takes a game for him to click into top gear. And listen, we're a much, much better team, as I keep saying, when he's on the park. And if he can just get back somewhere near his top form, we'll be a lot better for it. So that's the team that I think Neil Lennon will go with tomorrow. Like the video, comment with your own thoughts below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back with the live full-time reaction tomorrow straight after the game, here from the home of full-time reaction on Celtic Fans TV. See you soon. Cheers.